In this video, we're going to have a look at how we could create a simple leaflet or brochure. So the main thing to remember when you're kind of planning these out is think about how many pages you want to have, whether it's a two-fold, one-fold, whether you're going to be stapling it and things like that. So the planning of it, depending on how many pages are going to be in the leaflet, is the most important thing. So let's do it nice and easy first of all. Okay, get a piece of A4 paper and fold it in half. Okay, so that's going to make 4 pages in a little leaflet. Okay, number the pages 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so when you actually look at that as if it was a double-sided document, okay, one side has 4 and 1, okay, and the other has 2 and 3. Okay, so this is how we have to think about setting out the document, okay, and then typing the information in the correct order. Okay, so let's just have a look at that. Let me open a document to show you what I mean. Okay, that's not the one I want for now. Okay, so basically, okay, so a 4-page leaflet, okay, with one fold in the middle. Okay, so page one side of the paper will have the back cover and then the front cover, and then the second page will have inside left and inside right. Okay, so it might seem a little bit confusing for now, but when you actually fold a piece of paper and do that, then open it back out again, once you've numbered, but well, actually before you open it back out again, number the pages, and you will see that this is what it will look like. Okay, so how do we create something like that? So let's have a look. I'm going to open up a new document again. Okay, and it's just based on columns that we were working on in another video. Okay, so what I do is I go to the layout tab, okay, and I'm going to first of all set this size of my page paper up to be A4, okay, because obviously depending on the nature of the leaflet, we might want to use A4 landscape, A3, okay, landscape. Okay, so size, okay. We can even use A5, okay, we can make smaller leaflets as well. Okay, so I want to pick A4, okay. I want to put the orientation, as I said, into landscape, okay, and I want to make sure that my margins suit my needs. Okay, so I'm going to come into custom margins. Okay, so remember we've got top, bottom, left and right. Okay, so I want to leave the top and bottom at 2.54 centimetres or 1 inch, and I want to change the left and right, okay, to be ½ an inch, which is 1.27. Okay, so if I just type in 1.27, or remember you can use the up and down arrows. It's quicker in this instance to type in 1.27. Okay, so then I'm going to OK that. Okay, so what I want to do now is, because I've got the just 4 pages, I need to split my each page into 2 columns. Okay, so into columns, and I'm going to say 2. Okay, now you can use any margins you want. Okay, but what I would always kind of think about considering is to make the leaflet look balanced. Okay, the space between your columns, okay, should always be double your left and right margins. Okay, so instead of just doing 2 columns as I've created here, what I actually should have done is gone into more columns, selected 2, okay, and put that in as 2.54. Okay, and that will filter down for each of them. Okay, so what I would type in here is, okay, it's up to you whether you want to start on page 1, sorry, page 4 and 1 or 2 and 3. Okay, so let's just type in here, page 4, back cover. Okay, you would go all the way down, typing, okay, until you get to the bottom of column 1. It's going to take you to the top of column 2, and that's going to be page 1, our front cover. Okay, so obviously the text that you're going to be typing is not going to be page 4 back cover and page 1 front cover. Okay, this is just for the exercise to show you how to create the document. Then I want to get onto the second page, okay? So I just Control and Enter, okay, to insert a page break. Okay, or remember you can do it from the Layout tab, Breaks, and just do Page. Okay, so I'm now going to just type in here, page, print type, page 2, inside left. Okay, again, I would type all the way down the column till I get to the top of column 2 on page 2, and again, that would be page 3, inside right. Okay, so when I go to print, File and Print, okay, it's just taking a little minute thinking about it. Okay, you can see here, there's page 1. Okay, and page 2. Make sure that you're printing on both sides, okay, and flipping the pages on the long edge. Okay, so the default will be print one-sided, okay, but we're printing on both sides, flipping the pages on the long edge because it's landscape. Okay, you click on print. Let's just come back, and that is how we create a leaflet, okay, with 4 pages, okay, on one sheet of paper. Okay, let's have a look at another option. Okay, so let's think about something a little bit larger. Okay, so we're going to do something now on like a 2-fold brochure. Okay, so we're going to fold it into 3. Okay, so 2 folds. So think about a leaflet that you've had with some patient information from the GP surgery. Think about a takeaway menu, for instance. Okay, so have a root through your drawers, okay, and see how these are kind of folded, and think about how you would create something like that within word processing. Okay, so for instance, okay, let's have a look at another example I have here. Okay, so we have one here. Okay, so this is inside page 1, okay, inside page 2, and inside page 3, okay, or on one side. Okay, so I've actually got that on page 2, sorry, page 1, and then on page 2 I've got the inner front page, the back, and the front page. Okay, so that was created exactly the same way as the previous one. Okay, so let's just have a quick look. If I go into blank document, okay, so it was layout. Okay, the size of the paper, this time, for instance, I used A3, okay. Orientation again, I've made landscape. Okay, changing my margins. Okay, so margins, custom margins, I've left the top and bottom at 2.54. Okay, but I've also, in this example, okay, left and right are 2.54. Okay, so when I go to create the columns, okay, I'm going to want to have at least the space between the columns set at 5. Okay. So when I go into columns, I'm going to say more columns, click on 3, and I was just putting in here 5 centimeters. Okay, so that again would allow me to type in the relevant information. Okay, so I would have inside page 1, for instance, all the way down the column again. The second column would be inside page 2. The third column would be inside page 3. When I do my Control and Enter to put in my page break. Okay, first column would be inner front. The second column would be the back, and the next column would be the front. Okay, so again, what you could do is try that out. Okay, get a blank piece of paper, fold it into 3, and again, write down the actual page numbering, okay, and play about with that. Okay, so that's how we create a leaflet within Word. Thank you for watching.